and welcome back to cheekytek. I've just changed the old cable over, the old patch cable. The gauge master cable's playing up, so these patch cables are brilliant, nice and strong and secure. Job done. So guys, hope you're all right, I hope you're all good. Thank you so much for everyone and their comments and their support over the last few months. Thank you very, very much. It's been truly welcome, and I've truly appreciated. What have we been up to? I've got a lot of things going on. I've got a lot coming up over the next couple of weeks. I'm visiting a lot of you guys, trying to see your layouts, so I've got things planned. So I won't divulge into what I'm doing on that sort of thing. I'll probably do videos and show you, and it's so you get a video diary what's going on and you'll understand. So there's all that sort of thing. So it's really turned out really busy, which is good because I need that focal point at the moment. As you know, a couple of weeks ago, I literally, well, about a month ago, I actually walked away from the layout. Lost the mojo as we speak. I just had enough because of what went on in my life. So yeah, it just sort of throws you a kilter. But I've come down. I've spent a few weeks down here now, just trying to sort things out and move things around, and here I am. So I'm going to show you some of the bits we've got instead of waffling on. I'm going to show you some of my new coaches, because this is pretty much what it's going to be today, and probably a few bits that I have done a layout that I wanted to catch up on, where some of you guys give me some great ideas and great tips, so I just thought you to catch up on that. Right then, so we'll go down to either one of these sides, and we might actually go over there today. I think we'll do it over there. That's what we'll do. Right then, let's focal down. I'm going to go blah, 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 but I won't actually go blah, 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 because I'm still standing here, and you just think I go blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Okay, go. So here you can see this is my latest addition to the layout. It is a Royal Mail sorting van. So there you go, it's a bit like a travelling post office sort of thing. I've only got the one. I've only seen this one. This was on eBay for a bit of a price. Sorry for the shaky camera, but to be honest with you, it's been professionally weathered, and if I bought the coach, bought the transfers, resprayed it, varnished it, all the rest of it, it would have cost me that in excess more of what I paid for this. And as you can see, she is really just superior. All the dust and dirt in the shut lines, it's got grease on the axles, all the rest of it. I'm pulling it around with my motor luggage vehicle because, get my finger out the lens, because it actually just sort of ties in well. They're both parcel related, and this will go to my new parcel depot, which will be over the other side, over there, down that side of the track. I'm going to refurbish that. I've got some ideas and plans, so that's all going to disappear and be rebuilt purely to house this new vehicle. As you can see, she's absolutely stunning. All the dust on the windows and all the dirt, and even down at the end there, see all the door and the glass, it's all there, absolutely outstanding. So yeah, they're really cool. I'll leave a link in the description of where I got it from, and anybody's interested, check out they've got so many coaches and stuff they do. They're absolutely outstanding, these guys. So yeah, definitely check these guys out, but there'll be a link, as I say, in the description. So that's my new Royal Mail coach, and absolutely outstanding. I've just weathered this up a little bit, put a bit more dust and dirt on the doors, so I'm still experimenting with weathering, so it's not something I'm 100% at. You guys are a lot better than it than I am, but I just thought I'd add some dust and dirt. I don't want it looking too dirty, but just it's all done with weathering powders. Sort of wet them, let them dry quickly, and then just wipe them over, and you get that sort of dirtiness into the doors and the window frame. Quite quick and easy, really. I haven't varnished over top, so that means I can clean it and wipe it off and have it like new again. But for running around the layout, I don't pick them up, they just stay on the layout, these trains. So there you go, that is our sorting travelling post office. Well, I think it's called a POS, P-O-S, coach Mark 1, and it's a Bachmann, so that's what it is, and very happy with that one, very nice. So these are the Mark 1 coaches I've got. These are Bachmanns, and detail on these is absolutely amazing. I might add a little bit of dust to the chassis, but I'm not going to overkill these on weathering, because I just love the detail in them. They're absolutely superior. So I'm bring the camera down for you and focus it. There we go. You can see all the detail, little window stickers there. Look, it's got the detailing just underneath, down underneath the frame there. You can see it says emergency something. Can't quite see it there. We've got some weights, absolutely detailed gold handles. These Bachmann coaches are absolutely superior. So I might paint the insides. That's to be the next thing I do, and I do some work to them. Absolutely outstanding. These are amazing, and I'll bring that one back in a second. I'll show you that one. This one's the Mark first class one, so sorry to whiz that past. And again, the detail is just outstanding. It's really cool. So I've got 3 Mark 1s. I like the Mark 1s, and I now have a nice rake of Mark 2s, which are just going through now, which I'll bring into shot. I just love the little light. This comes with it as well. You get that little light on the back, and the door shut. It's very good. Right, let's see the Mark 2s. Right, so you can see the detail on these ones. I never liked the Mark 2s. There was something I never liked, probably because I'd seen the Lima ones, but when now I've seen these Bachmann ones, they are absolutely amazing. Little handrails on them. It is absolutely amazing. So these are the first class ones, and I've paid the first one you just see going at the back there. I think I paid £14 or £18 for. I think it was £18 with delivery. The one you can actually see in front of you there with the little stickers on, I paid £24. I mean, these are £35 a coach, these things. And then I've got some of these ones, as you can see now, coming into shot. These are the Network Southeast ones, and I got, these are a set of 2, and I got these for 60 quid from Colonel Model Shop, which they're at an exhibition, and they were cheaper than what they normally are. The retail price was actually dropped. So you know, for another set of 2, again 30 quid a coach, and they are just absolutely superb. Slightly different to the other ones, but I love them. Absolutely love these coaches, and they just run really nicely. I'm very impressed, very impressed. They do have a little tiny drawbar that you can add underneath into there, but you can see how close these couple. I mean, that is literally 5mm in the middle there, and I don't have any running issues with these coaches whatsoever. They just glide along, as opposed to the Lima ones, a bit clattery, and the couplings were a bit loose and bangy. These are just absolutely superior. And detailing is outstanding, absolutely outstanding. See the little handles on the door, amazing. So yeah, really impressed. Good job there, Bachmann. And look at the little type on there. Look, see if I can zoom in on that. Focus. There you go, little tiny type down there. Look. So it's absolutely spot on. Really impressed. So yeah, it's a nice little Bachmann coaches, and I'll zoom out. There we go, without the shakiness. So we've got a nice couple of sets, and then we've got our new Royal Mail one. So we've completed a lot of the coaching stock. So this is a common question I'm asked about how does the sparking effect happen on my trains and how does it work. Well, you can see I've got a magnet here and a little reed switch. So this bit here, over here, is a reed switch. And it's a glass tube with 2 bits of metal in, and when a magnetic field goes over it, it squeezes 2 plates together and creates continuity, given a continuous flow. So it basically is just a switch. But the good thing about this, it can be activated by a little magnet. And see, and if I put the magnet on top, you'll see that this light over here, which is a Christmas fairy tree light from the pound shop, and I just literally stripped one little blue bulb off. So there's cheap as chips, and it runs on 3 volts, which goes to I've got a little power pack that runs it, and then that goes down to this switch, which is over here. Sorry, so that's the switch that turns it on or off. Now, the reason why there's a switch, if I want to run diesels, the magnets in the diesels and the wheels will not set this off, it will just ignore it. Having the switch on will create the lighting effect. So when I'm videoing, I don't have diesels sparking, so it would look wrong. So it's purely for an electric effect, and that's how we create this spark. It's really easy and quite a fun little feature. So that's how it activates and how it happens. And again, it's just this goes to this side of the bulb, and then that goes to the switch, and that goes back to the power. So it really is easy to wire up, no different than wiring a bulb and a switch. So how does this activate on the coaches? So as you can see, if I'll sort of focus in on the light, as you can see now, there's a magnet hidden in underneath here. There's a little magnet, and on this one I've actually stuck it in the middle of the wheel. It's only just magnetically attached, and it's actually sitting on the metal pin that goes through the wheel body that holds the actual bogie on, and that creates a magnetic connection holding the magnet in place. So when that wheel runs over the reed switch down this end, it lights the bulb under the wheels and makes it look like it's flashing. It's something you should measure up, where you've got the reed switch to where you've got the activation of the light. It just looks prototypically better when you've got it underneath a wheel, as you can see there, as opposed to flashing in the middle of there would look a bit wrong. It's not always easy to govern, because it depends on what coaching stock and carriages and whatever you're running. I'll focus you in again, sorry about that. So how do I attach these to coaches? Again, the same format. You can see, if I get the pencil, there is a little magnet underneath there. There's a little magnet, and if I actually get the pair of tweezers, I will actually pull it out, because it will stick nicely to it. So, and what you do, you can see they look like a little bit of a battery box. So I'll take the tweezers off the track gallery. So with these little square magnets, which are these, okay, that's what they are. These disguise really easily as a battery box, and you can see that's just grabbed underneath there. I've just literally thrown it under, and you can see that just like that. If you paint that black, that would look like a battery box. And you can see that's just sticking to the weight inside there. If I take one of them off and I throw it underneath again, it will just stick. Of course, you take it off and fit it. So I've now put that in place. That is the magnet. And I say you paint that black, look like a bit of a battery box or something like that. But when that goes over the reed switch there, it creates that field. It needs to go in a little bit more. You should get them a little bit more central, so I've actually just poked it in a bit more. Right, so as that goes over, there you go. So that little magnet there is activating the light here. So that's what that's doing. So nothing permanent, not glued in, just attached to the body, and you can take them off, not ruined any of your coaches, but again you get this lovely little lighting effect, so you can take them on and off really easily to suit your stock. So that's my little tip on electric arcing effects. Very old school, very easy, and certainly very effective. And I'll run it back again, and you can just see it. It's better at a higher speed because you get a quick flash, and you certainly get that brilliant effect. So I'll just bring it back one more time, and there you go. So I'll just let it run through. See, as she goes over, just gives that arcing effect, and it does it when it wants to. It doesn't do it all the time. Sometimes it misses it a little bit, so it is random in one sense. If your trains are going faster, you'll actually miss it. So there you go, my little top tip, reed switch and a little Christmas tree light attached to a 3-volt battery pack and a switch to give an arcing effect. Some of the little features I've added to the layout, I've added some oil stains, so you can see I've really gone over them again. Instead of using varnish like a lot of guys recommended, which I haven't got any gloss varnish, it's all in spray form. I just got some gunmetal black, which is like a slightly metallic, and I've just painted it over the rails. And this is all dry now, it's not actually wet, but it just gives that wet sort of appearance, and it's looks quite cool in the tracks there. I've done a little spill down this end. If it just come down, you've got that. So yeah, it's just gunmetal black, which has got like a thinning. It sort of goes a little bit thinnish in places. When you layer it on, you can get a thickness. So it's quite good. You can do quite a lot of stuff with it. I bought it many years ago thinking it was black, and it was actually the wrong pot, and actually it's come to use. It's certainly given a nice sort of effect of spilling diesel with the leak, as they say. Yeah, it's quite cool, so I'm quite happy with that. Put it all over the points. That's where you would sit, where the locos would sit. And we did a little bit down this end, I think, where they refuel. Some messy tow rags left it on the track for somebody to trip over and slip and. So yeah, that's my oil spills. Certainly look really cool, and that's just a Humbrol paint, gunmetal black. As I say, you get that nice little shiny effect. Bit overkill, but it actually looks quite cool. And then there's a bit down there. But yeah, it's all dry. I'll show you it's dry if I can get my fingers in there. So zoom in on there. Right, and then go like that, and you can see completely dry. So yeah, just gives that wet effect. Awesome. Right, this is another question I am constantly asked, and it's how do I do the lighting in the station? How do I make it look so smart and tidy without any wires? And how do I pull the canopy off without actually breaking anything? So I do a lot of close-up shots here because the way I've designed this, and you can see all the framework, all the lighting, and you can't see any wires. Now the reason for this, and if I'm trying, I've got to do this, I'm quite close up with the camera, so I'm trying to focus, and there we go. So you see this bit here, this is actually a rail that I've painted red from a piece of track rail, and I've got one there, and then I've got one there, and I've got one here, and one there. Now one's plus, one's minus, and the same here. That one there, plus, minus, whichever way you want to look at it. Now to get to the roof, it's quite simple. It's not attached in any way. It just sits in these pillars, and I'm going to lift it off while you're watching it. You see it just lifts off, okay? And this gives me all the lighting still in place and still lit on the station, okay? So this gives me a modular roof. As you can see it, that is my roof, and it's just got these two columns, one there and one here, and there's no lighting whatsoever in this canopy because all the lighting is here on the station. And what I've done again is just a rail. You can see it just goes up, and then you've got a brass rod, and it's about a 1/2 mil rod, and it goes down there, and you can see it's like a gap either side, just a little gap on both sides. So this bulb is connected between this rod and the rod underneath over there, okay? And it's the same concept. It goes all the way down, and same on this side here. So you've got a left and a right. So one's a plus and that one's a minus. Minus that side, that's a plus. So make sure you get the plus and minus on the bulb around the right way, and then create that as your feed down to whichever side is the plus or minus. All going well. This then goes down underneath the track, and underneath here, right underneath there, is a resistor that's attached to this that goes to the power source. And I've done the same on this side here. I put another little resistor just on the plus feed. And that's how I do it. It's simple as that, and it gives me all the things I need to do. I can move stuff around, I can swizz it around like that way, so I can change scenery without actually breaking anything, and making the station look a little bit different like that, so we get a different effect. And then once I've done, I just get my canopy, which I'm going to shoot back now, and then I just locate the rails into these two pillars, and it just basically sits down into it. It's not easy to do when you've got one hand. And there you go, she is now fitted in place. I hope you saw all that. So that is how I do my lighting in my canopy of my station, and it's certainly brilliant thing for me, and it works really well. And as you can see from underneath, when you're doing filming up close, you can't see any electrical lighting wires or resistors or anything like that. It's all hidden away. So and these are these little tiny bulbs you get on the these are the bulbs you get on this little tiny strip, these things here, and that's the only way I can show you because it's the only ones I've got. So sorry it's a bit dark, but it's these little tiny bulbs, and that's what I break down off of LEDs that are broken, and that's what gives me my little lighting. So I hope this helps and gives you guys some ideas. I've done a little update on the wall pillars. They were around the wrong way. They weren't actually around the wrong way, they're actually how the kit was intended. But the kit is actually sculpts the wall more of an angle, so the wall would be more sort of bent that way. And you're right, it didn't quite look right because the pillars were sort of thick and leaning down, which I've got down the other end. But I straighten these ones up and it looks fine. But I don't think that wall will stay. The wall will stay there in a sense, but it'll be covered in this plastic card, which I'm doing at the moment. This is my tunnel bit that I've now got this. I haven't finished it. I've got lots more to do with it. It's just to take shape. Put them up there for the moment, just to give a different look. Made that into a car park. Oh, excuse me. And I'm not sure how to weather this. This is all a bit new to me, doing weathering on bricks and stuff. I've never really played that game, so I've got to do a bit of tidying up on the edge there, and then I've been practicing with weathering. But again, Tony's good at this, so I shall speak to him and see what his techniques are on this kind of thing. So yeah, any advice on the best way to get weathering, I'm looking at videos, so happy to take any criticism on there, because I just don't want to do anything till I have mastered the look, otherwise it'll just look crappy. So I don't look too bad up there, them little things, but maybe where the scene sets, it seems to be taking shape. So that's really it. Down on that end of the layout, it's certainly looking a little bit better than it was, as we've said before, and that's really that. So yeah, that is our layout. What have we done? We come round this way. I'll take you around, whiz round. Catch the camera tripod. I've added these little bits there just to catch the, anything, stop people walking onto the tracks. And I've done another one down this end where mate is waving his flag. So I've done that. I went down to the local station when I was out one day, and I saw something similar, and I thought, oh, actually that would look quite cool in the layout. So I've added these in at the moment. So that's as far as we've got, and that's what we've got. Oh, I've got one other thing to show you. We've got our little YouTube map down there. So thanks to David Jones for all his hard work creating this masterpiece. We've got it on our station, and Old Oak Bridge is actually on that map. We're down the bottom corner. We're just down there somewhere, right down there. In fact, I'll show you where we are on the big map, so bear with me a second. So that's the little map on the station, and then this is the big YouTube map, and I think you'll find we are over here somewhere. There we are, Old Oak Bridge. We're down in that corner there, just there. So I've laminated mine, stop dirty fingers on it. That's why it's got a funny colour. But yeah, so that's the YouTube map. Well done, David Jones. You've done a lot of hard work on that. So the credit is all to you. It is copywritten, so please make sure that you do the right things. If you want these maps, you can purchase them from the correct source, and I will leave a link in the description where you can purchase this little one, or you can buy this one in A3 or A4, I believe. So there we go, a little bit of history and certainly nostalgic look to your layout. There we go. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. You're not going to see a shot of me at the end because I don't want to scare everybody each time. So take care, happy modelling, and I shall catch you all very soon. Take care guys, cheerio.